Om Shanti, good morning all of you. So all of you know we are revising the Murli of Shiva Jayanti, 7th March 2005. And I'll just repeat the main title of the Murli. It is about what is the real celebration of Shiva Jayanti, right? So what was it? As Baba said, keep complete purity as your fast. That's your real fast. And to sacrifice the limited consciousness of the I, that is to celebrate the true or the real Shiv Jayanti. So yesterday we covered quite a few points of the main Murli, and today we just take the second half of it where Babdada is meeting various groups. So let's start with that. I hope the screen is visible. Yeah, so this is first now Baba speaking to Kumaris, followed by the Kumars. So the first one is each Kumari is greater than 100 Brahmins. Yeah, I'm sure you all know this ratio. One Kumari equates to 100 Brahmins, rather 100 Lokik Brahmins we must say. And then, do you know the ratio of Kumari to Kumar? Anyone? Puneet Bhai wants to say, or anyone? So, one Kumar is equal to how many
Seven.
Kumaris?
7.
Yes, correct. So one Kumar is equal to 7 Kumaris. So therefore one Kumar is equated to 700 Brahmins, Lokik Brahmins. So that's the ratio. I'm not trying to praise the Kumars here, but this is what Baba has said. So a Kumar is really, Baba says, 7 times much more greater he can do, because if a Kumar comes into Gyan, it can really create wonders. And a Kumar can do a lot of work what Kumaris can also do, even much more than that, 7 times more. So coming back to the main Murli, so each Kumari is greater than 100 Brahmins. So check the memorial that is remembered. Each one of you Kumaris definitely has to create at least 100 Brahmins. So Kumaris in the group, alert. Will you create them? Are you going to do this? If yes, then wave your hand. So you all can wave your incognito hand because we can't see each other in the morning Murlis. In how much time will you create them? Time is so close, and so tell Baba how much time do you need. You will then have to send the result to Baba. Then someone said, will the result be sent in 1 year? Baba is saying 1 year. Do you want to stay in the iron aged world for 1 more year? Okay. May you have a gulab jamun in your mouth. Which means Baba is saying fine, 1 year is also okay. May what you say happen practically. So in 6 months create 50, and then in 1 year it will be 100. So in 6 months create 50, and then after 6 months send your report. So Baba is saying, do you like that? What can you not achieve? You can achieve whatever you want. It is good. The group of Kumaris is good. Babdada is especially pleased to see the Kumaris because they can become number one cooperative in service. That's what in Hindi Baba also keeps telling Kumaris, that they are very nirbandhan, which means they have no bondages at all. Excuse me. And another thing which Baba tells them is that you all don't have to lift the naukri ki tokri, which means you don't have to carry the burden of doing a job or service, the Lokik service. You are so much bondage free, and immediately after your education is over, take permission of your parents, get a letter from them obviously, because without that you can't be surrendered, and then come to do service. So you can become number one cooperative in service. Acha, you have done very well. Next is Kumars in the group. Kumar's group sang a song, I am Baba's and Baba is mine. In Hindi we say, Main Baba ka, Baba mera. That's a beautiful song. So see, maybe if we can play that in the end, if anyone wants to do that, Puneet Bhai or Rakhi Bhain, later in the end. It is good. Kumars have become double Kumars. Now how is it double? So you are Kumars in terms of the Lokik world, and also in this Brahmin life too, where you have become Brahma Kumaris. So you are double Kumars. So you have to do double the work. As Baba says, for double foreigners you have to do double work, double effort. Same thing for Kumars. You will do it, it is already accomplished. And what is the ratio? One Kumar can create or is equal to 700 Lokik Brahmins. So imagine, you have a determined thought and success is already guaranteed. Acha, all of you have created a very good banner. As I said, these groups used to come, they used to get some banners, and on the banners some slogans would be written about Baba. Then the mothers in the group, very good. Bab Dada is saying that the mothers have very good zeal, which means umang. This is why Bab Dada has made the mothers instruments. Very good, Bab Dada likes that. Coming to the half kumars, which are called in Hindi other kumars. So I hope you know what is half kumars, the new people in the audience. Half kumar means the ones who have maybe got married. They are not kumars from the Lokik uh, style that way. And why are they called half kumars? Because Baba says that though you are married in this Lokik, um, as far as this Lokik world is concerned from that point of view, but you are still Baba's children, and where you are still following all the dharana, all the whatever disciplines are there, and therefore you are a Brahma Kumar still. So therefore you are not double Kumars like the Lokik Kumars, but you are at least half Kumars, Adhar Kumar. In Hindi, Adhar. Adhar means half. They will also perform wonders. Each one of you half Kumars has to relate the experience of your transformation and bring everyone close to the Father. Because people of the world think that the life of a half Kumar is very difficult, because half Kumar means living in the household, doing all the things for the family, Lokik family, and also at the same time leading an alokik life. So they need to see your example. And Baba is saying that they feel it is difficult. However, all of you have made this difficult seem very easy. Yesterday also Baba said that it should be an easy effort making. That's all. Simply continue to relate your experiences, and in this way you can erase that which they think to be difficult. So by bringing about transformation of only one word, from a householder to a trustee. In Hindi we say grahasti se trustee. Anything difficult becomes easy. So in this way the half Kumars have attained success in service and will continue to attain it. Acha. Then Baba is coming to the couples who displayed their banner. Couples means yugals, what we call in Hindi, husband and wife. You have made a good symbol of Vishnu, and you are amongst the victorious jewels. Whilst living together, you are detached and loving. Nyara pyara in your household. Babdada says of couples that you are loving and detached like the lotus flowers. In the corporeal form, though you live together as families, but in your mind you always remain with the Father, and that's very good. All the double foreigners have received very good refreshment, and you now have to give others the refreshment you have received. What is the refreshment? When we go to Madhuban, that is the biggest refreshment for all of us. And Baba says, congrats thrice. Then the center residence banner. We will keep the light of love and mercy ignited. That was written on the banner. Center residence means we can say the surrendered brothers and sisters who are there living in the centers permanently. Baba is telling them, you have a very good thought. Have the vision of mercy first for yourself. Have a merciful vision then for your companions and also for everyone else. Because God's love is a magnet. So you have the magnet of God's love, whereby you can make any soul belong to the Father with this magnet. Bab Dada especially gives blessings from his heart to. And the thing Bab Dada likes best of all is that just as you are double foreigners, so you also carry out double jobs. So this is for center residents, particularly of the double foreigners, because they not only stay in the center but they also do a job to sustain the center in one way, because it's very different out there, out of India. In India, surrendered brothers and the sisters particularly, they don't do jobs, they are full-time surrendered. But abroad, away from India, usually it is all the surrendered sisters have to take care of the expenses of the center. Who will do that? Because the students who come there, they still don't have that much of what we call astha or trust or faith. And by the time they start developing that full faith and then they start contributing to Baba's Bandari's box, then the center starts running. So till that time they have to at least sustain themselves. So really it's a big challenge to run a center abroad out of India. So really a big it's a commendable job for the sisters and brothers there. So Baba is saying you have to carry out double jobs. The majority of you have a Lokik job and also do an alokik job. That's alokik job means looking after the center. And Babdada sees Babdada's TV is very big. There isn't such a big TV here. How you have class very quickly, then how you have your breakfast while standing, and how you reach your workplace on time. So Baba is speaking about their dincharya, about their daily routine, what they do. So Baba is saying, I can see all that in my television. You perform wonders. Seeing all of this, Babdada continues to give you love from his heart. So all the double foreigners in the group today, pat your backs. Baba is really trying to congratulate you for that. Very good. You have become instruments for service, and as a gift for being an instrument, the Father continues to give you special drishti. Take this special drishti from Baba. You have kept a very good aim. You are good and you will remain good. And also you will make others good. Right, coming to the next IT group. So we have our dear Puneet Bhai who's joined us. I think he's the one Iklota today from the sole one from IT group today. So Baba is remembering you all. Have you made any new plans for service, Puneet Bhai?
Yes,
Good.
I am, it is how coincidence, because
Yes.
we are
Mm-hmm.
going to create a new website
Mm-hmm.
and revamping entire our brahmakumaris.com website, and it will be going live in few weeks.
Oh
And what
wow,
is the
interesting.
coincidence? Yes,
So this is the not from Pune, it is from and for entire India, brahmakumaris.com.
yes, it's for entire India, our Yagya's website, official.
And as I understand, the international website is .org. .com is for India, I guess.
Right, right.
Okay, great. So see, it's really a purely a divine coincidence, and this brother is also there today with us. So, and this new plan is coming up. So see, though we feel that the Murlies, actually we never feel that. I'm just sharing this. 2006, maybe it's 15 years from now, but it sounds still relevant today as well. So therefore, when you're sitting in, particularly the second half of the Murlis, when we listen to Baba meeting so many groups, make sure that you identify and correlate that with yourself fully. So therefore we have a variety of people today. It was Kumars, Kumaris, then the Halfkumars, then the mothers, and now it's the IT group. So someone said, when Baba said for new plans for service, we will make the Brahma Kumaris website even better. Oh wow, my god. So that time also it was about the website, so that it can be used for the service of revealing Babdada in the world. Excellent. So it's a beautiful coincidence. So Baba is giving you all, or giving the IT group, another blessing that whatever plans you have made, do them practically and then write to Babdada with the result. Like just as those from Africa have written their results. So let me tell you, in Africa that time this project called Serve Africa was started. And all cheers to dear Vedanti Didi, she's the regional coordinator for Africa. So they started this project, and they were just Africa is a big continent with say around 54 countries, I think, and only a few countries starting with Kenya, Nairobi, these big ones, they had big centers there that time. So Baba said serve the entire continent. So they came up with this project of Serve Africa, and many others like Nizar Juma Bhai, who's another very famous serviceable soul from Africa. He's a big businessman and a big entrepreneur. So he and many others helped Vedanti Didi, and they, through this project called Serve Africa, they almost had a plan of opening centers in 2 years, in 2 to 3 years, in each and every country of Africa, and all those 50 countries, 54 countries. So almost all the countries now they have centers. So Baba is saying they have done a good job, Africa. Similarly, you must also send all your results to me. Congrats. You have made plans, you have zeal. And where there is zeal, there is definitely success there. You have done very well. Coming to India groups, it's the turn of Rajasthan and UP zone to serve everyone. UP stands for one of the northern states, Uttar. Uttar means north, Uttar Pradesh. This is a spiritual army, very good. And Rajasthan, you know, where Mount Abu is situated. You have served from your heart and you have made everyone content. When you make others content, the waves of contentment from them reach your heart, and this brings a lot of happiness. So you have received a lot of happiness, haven't you? You did physical service, and all the brothers and sisters gave you the gift of happiness. Which means what Baba says, that when people do service which is selfless, whether it's physical karmana, mansa coming from the mind, or vacha giving knowledge to someone, whatever service you do, you make people feel very contented and happy. And when people are contented and happy, then automatically blessings come out from their words. So Baba says this way you give them the gift of happiness. And beautiful Baba is saying here that contentment is the greatest nourishment of happiness. How can I be happy? Or what is the secret of being happy? It's contentment. Unless I am contented inside, I can't experience happiness all the time. Baba is saying the whole group have become jewels of contentment, जिसको बाबा कहते हैं संतुष्ट मणियाँ. Beautiful Hindi word, संतुष्ट मणि. You are the jewels of contentment who make others content as well. Again, congrats 3 times from Bap Dada and the whole family to the jewels of contentment. Acha, then the mothers from Bharat are seeing that Baba did not mention about them. So Bap Dada says wherever the mothers are, their speciality is that they make the Bhandara and the Bhandari full. So I hope you know what's the difference between the two. Bhandara stands in Hindi for kitchen, whereby you make your eateries, serveries, all those over there. And the Bhandari is Baba's box, which is the physical money which is being put in there. So both Bhandara and Bhandari are full in those centers. Those centers flourish where you have a lot of mothers. The mothers have the blessing of creating a lake drop by drop. In Sindhi and Hindi we call this Fudi Fudi Talab, which means boond boond se sagar banta hai. So a drop makes an ocean rather. So you mothers are very fortunate. You not only fill the father's Bhandari and the Bhandara, both become full. And this is why Baba is giving many congrats to you mothers. Acha, because here it reminds me Asha Didi from Delhi ORC. She used to keep sharing this, that in the initial good old days when centers were not there, not many in Delhi, and the first primitive center which was established, let me tell you, over the banks of the river Yamuna, and Didi Manmohini later came there, but it was these 2 Dadis, Har Gange Dadi, Manohar Indra Dadi and Gange Dadi, who were instrumental. Baba sent them, go to Delhi, go to your future capital, now in the Kali Yuga it's New Delhi, go there and do some service. And they used to, there was no center, imagine, or just see now, when we as Brahmins now, if we want to go abroad or even some other center in India, we know we are going to a center and we know, yes, Baba will take care, we'll have everything there. But these 2 Didis, again Manohar Indra Dadi and Gange Dadi, Baba said just go and do seva. Are Baba, where to go, what to do, nothing. Baba is there. And they were also so determined. Yes, took 2 pairs of clothes, a little bag, some potli, what we call in Hindi, little bit of eatables for the journey. They didn't even know how to buy the ticket. It all starts from there. And then when they reached Delhi, they just came to the banks of Yamuna. They didn't know anyone. They just went to a dharamshala. So it's a big story. I'll just cut it short. So when they started doing service there, 1 or 2 matas, the mothers there from Delhi, who used to come and see that when they used to come to the kitchen, I mean, what kitchen? It's just one room. On the side they have a small chula, a small stove, and nothing, no eatables there. So they used to say, can we go and see your kitchen, which they used to cover that side with a little bit of curtain. So when they went inside, there's nothing. I mean, no grains, no rice, no dal, nothing. So these mothers have contributed in that way. Imagine the yajna has gone through those things. It is all what we call the tyag and tapasya, the renunciation and tapasya of these souls. So then all these mothers used to get little bit in small packets, little bit of rice, little bit of dal, a little bit of sugar, little bit of tea powder, so all sorts of these things, and this way they have made that, create an ocean or a lake drop by drop. So it reminds me of those stories of the yajna. Then Baba comes to the brothers. The brothers are no less, no, I think probably it's Baba is speaking about the brothers of India, Pandavas rather. Look, wherever brothers are, the service is enhanced by 4 moons. In Hindi, when we say 4 moon, it's char chand laga dena. So it's an expression. It means, as I told you, the ratio of Kumar and Kumari. So whichever centers in India we are speaking about particularly has Pandavas to serve, there the sisters are really flourishing more because they have more brother hands, and those brothers can really make wonders. It flourishes a lot, and therefore the ratio of Kumar Kumari is 1 is to 7. 1 Kumar is to 7 Kumaris. So all the Indian brothers here in the audience, please again pat your back. All round service is done through the brothers. The mothers make the bhandara full, but it is especially the brothers who have become instruments for increasing service. Because what do the brothers do? They are also, Baba tells them that you shouldn't leave your job. You should continue doing your job because you have to sustain your Lokik family also if you have one. So they do service, and when they go to the service field, their Lokik service, they can be instruments for giving Baba's introduction at their respective places. And this is what in Hindi we say, that the Kumars or the Pandavas are responsible for piercing the arrow, which means tir lagana. And then they get those to the center, and then the center sisters will then cut them, cut the throat, which means Gyan Katari Chalana. So I hope you know what I'm trying to say here. It's a corollary that the brothers, when they go out in their Lokik service field, they give Baba's introduction, do some bhoo bhoo, like a Brahmari does, and they get them to the center, and the center sisters then give them the 7-day course. So Baba is saying it's the brothers who increase the beauty and the sparkle of service. So it's like jhalak and falak of seva is by brothers. So this is why Bab Dada is giving many congrats to all the mothers and the brothers. You're welcomed into your own home. Look who increases the beauty of this hall. Which hall? The Diamond Hall, all of you know, in Shantivan. You're welcomed into your own home. Sorry, I just repeated that. When all of you children come, the Diamond Hall becomes a diamond. This scene is very beautiful. It's good. Dadiji loves the Diamond Hall a lot. Now, which Dadiji is this? It's Dadi Prakashmani. She makes everyone dance very well. You become happy, don't you? And you become happy when Dadiji makes you dance. All of you dance. Very good. Now, are you able to perform? So this is the typical beauty of Baba's Murlis later from 2001 to onwards. Baba, after meeting the groups, after taking all of them into the zeal and enthusiasm, then Baba says, now sit back, perform this drill in 1 second. You're able to do this, aren't you? Acha. So Baba is not mentioning here today in this Murli the drill, but in many Murlis which I am sure you all have heard about in the past and also in future, when the person who's reading the Murli, try to do that drill and be situated in that drill. It's not there today mentioned here. So now this is the last para where Baba gives the Yad Pyar, that is blessings and love, to all the elevated children everywhere who always maintain zeal, to all the easy effort making children who have received the blessing of the confluence age, and to those who say, I the soul, with the awareness of the soul being with the Father, to those who give all the souls the cooperation of creating the atmosphere through their attitude. In Hindi we say vritti se vatavaran banana. To such Master Almighty Authority children, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, blessings, congratulations and namaste. So not only Yad Pyar, but Vardhan and Mubarak. In Urdu, congrats is Mubarak. and Namaste. And last two paras is the second last is about the Dhadis. To the Dhadis, you are the beauty and sparkle of Madhuban. Sparkle is Ronak in Hindi. All of you also especially incarnated with the Father on this day. It is especially the incarnation of all of you because the original jewels incarnated at the beginning. So it's from 1936, where Shiv Baba first incarnated into Brahma Baba, and Brahma Baba then this initial Om Mandali, the 350 to 400 brothers and sisters, they are what we call Adi Ratan, original jewels. So special congratulations to all of you. It is your happy birthday. So still all of you, the new souls who are there in knowledge, who have just come into knowledge online, for all of you there is still one sample at Madhuban of those Adi Ratans. Anyone wants to tell me? Please, if you can answer the new souls. You all know there is one Dadi still left in Madhuban. What is her name? Uh, the old ones won't speak, neither will Rakhi Bhen or Punit Bhai speak. The beginners, the new ones, do you know which Dadi is there? One more left in Madhuban as a sample from the original jewels, Adi Ratan.
Ratan Mohin, Ratan Mohini Dadi.
Yes, correct. Is it Vinod Bhai speaking?
Yes, Bhai ji.
Yes, okay. So it's Ratan Mohini Dadi. So there is one sample. I'm sure. I'm sorry, the dogs have barking. I hope it's not very disturbing. Uh, so it is, when the Avyak Bab Dada Milan happened, I'm sure you heard it on 31st December. So at the end, you saw Dadi Ratan Mohini. So people really come into a lot of zeal and enthusiasm when they look at the original jewels. And one of them is still there with us. We are very fortunate. So the special congratulations to all of you. And Baba is saying it is your happy birthday as well. There is the song, You Are the Beauty of Madhuban. Ab Madhuban ka Shringar ho. Since the beginning, many have gone away, but you have remained immortal. And then someone said, it is with blessings of Baba and everyone that we are immortal. Then Baba says, it is good that your hand is always pointing upwards and never comes down. It is good, it is good. Everyone is very happy when they see the Dadis because it is some sort of magic they have when we'll meet Dadis or look at them. And finally, since it's Shivratri, so it can't finish without Baba hoisting the flag. So Bab Dada hoisted the flag of Shiva with his own hands and gave greetings for the 69th Shiva Jayanti. So, this was 2005 March. So 69th birthday of or 69th Shivratri. The flag of the Father's remembrance is hoisted in the hearts of all of you. Now there has to be success in the service that you are doing in all corners of the world, and the sound will then emerge from everywhere. What sound? My Baba has come. This is the one, this is the one, this is the one. That day is not far. It has to come, it has to happen. So it's happened now. We're listening to this Murli 2005 and now 22, 17 years later. Don't we feel that the service has expanded so much? Online has made it such a big boom, and today Baba remembered the IIT Group. So some revamping of BrahmaKumaris.com is going to happen, and it is obviously happening for a reason. Something Baba wants to do, some revelation will happen through this revamping. Baba is then saying it is already accomplished. Such mics are being prepared. So I hope you know what is might and what is mic. So mics means Baba says prepare those souls who may not really follow all the disciplines of the knowledge, but they will become a mic soul. Mic means they'll become your voice and they will spread the word of introducing Baba to others. And might means Shaktishali, powerful. So you become the powerful soul by following all the disciplines, and your mics are getting prepared. You will give them might, and those mics will reveal Bap Dada. You have to do this, don't you? Then looking at a VIP mic in the gathering, Baba is saying this mic is sitting here. She's a good mic, so it was a lady. So such mics will emerge that you will just have to then give drishti. So you don't have to do the talking. The talking is all over. They will do the talking instead of you, but you have to give them power and drishti. And that day is coming. It is coming, it is coming. Acha. Om Shanti. So I'll just stop sharing the screen, and as usual, again we spend a minute in silence and then we'll take sharings. Yes, so welcome back. Let's begin. So I think I have to facilitate this a bit here. I was advised to do that because people don't open up probably. So what we'll do is we'll go with, as Baba said about the group, so we'll start group wise. So can a few Kumaris from the group share? Then we'll go to Kumars and so on, like that we'll do. So let's start with the Kumaris in the same sequence as Baba mentioned. Anyone? Maybe I can start picking up on people if that's okay. Rakhi Bhen, maybe you can start. You aren't audible, that's the problem, Rakhi Bhen, because we weren't able to hear you before. Yeah, now it's fine, yeah.
So you were asking about what Baba has spoken about Kumaris today in the Murli, and Baba has always mentioned, the Kumaris needs to be free from from the space of Naukri. So Naukri ke tokri se bahar nikal kar be in seva. With that freedom in the spiritual world, come with that freedom of seva, and do not carry the tokri of Naukri on your head.
Right, thank you. So the Kumars in the group?
Yes, Manoj bhai.
Yes, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, anyone else is there or not? Vinod bhai or like?
Punit bhai, I'm there. I shall join the league. You may start.
Okay, so you can start, then I can summarize.
Right, brother. Baba said contentment is the secret to happiness. It's a very deep realization, brother. You know, the word itself has made me feel what's the next feeling which is there to kind of monotony in life. Contentment, it's a sensation of being full already. So Baba has told that you have nothing to lose as such. You know, added to that, you have the wealth of knowledge, you have the wealth of qualities, and the abundance of qualities. So with that, even in logic world, when we go ahead of people, we find that yes, there is something. There's already something. There's many more things. So it itself gives happiness. So that's what I would like to resonate with Baba's words here. That contentment is the secret to happiness. Thank you, Baba.
Yeah, thanks, Vinod bhai. So especially Baba mentioned to Kumar that, and on behalf of all the Kumars, we sang a song like I am Baba's and Baba is mine. So Baba was mentioning that you are double Kumars, like how we used to refer um, Videshi, like double Videshi. So it's like Baba is mentioning to us as a double Kumars. Why? Because in terms of world, we are also Kumars, and even after becoming Brahmin life, we are also Kumars. So we are double Kumars, and because of that, we have to do a double work, double seva. And Baba is also giving a good wishes that it is already accomplished. And it's when we have a determined thought and success is already in place. So today I will take away this thing that Baba is mine and me and mine, the journey. Thank you.
Okay, good. So Kumars and Kumari is done. So next is, I think, uh, the mothers are in majority here. So any mothers want to speak?
Om Shanti, brother. Thank you, Baba. I would put myself in the category of a mother as well as of a couple leading a normal Lokik life, but completely in Baba's journey and also in the Alokik stage with the zeal to be there every second. So I do try that, and Baba helps me also. And in this beautiful Murli, um, I think it's a great reminder that each one, in whichever role or capacity they are in this beautiful God's creation, can contribute, be content, happy, connect to Baba, and spread that light of love and peace, not only for your own self, for your family, but all across the world, in whichever way you can do it, whether it's at work or at home. And when you realize that, then I've said this before, for me, I don't feel I'm working for an organization. I just feel I work for God. When I'm at home, I work for God. When I work for myself, I work for God. So when you think that way, I think your whole life changes. And it is Baba that makes me think that way. So thank you, Baba, for all the blessings and guidance. Om Shanti.
Okay, so any other Kumar, which is Yugals or couples or even half Kumars, anyone wants to share? And then we,
Om Shanti,
yeah, go
Om
ahead, yeah.
Shanti, brother. Yeah. Baba says for couples that they should be loving and detached like a lotus flower. Even in the corporeal world, even if they are living together as a family, their mind always should be with the Father. Om Shanti.
Okay, thank you, Lata sister. So, any double foreigners want to, because that's Papa mentioned about y'all as well in the end after that, or any brothers as well, by which
Manoj
I'm,
Bhai,
yeah,
Sister Anu has mentioned in the chat, be
yeah,
with Baba every moment with the
every,
awareness of being a soul.
right, okay. And I can see a new sister, Rani sister also. I think she's a double foreigner, looks like, probably. So you want to share Rani sister? Okay, so we'll forget all this business of Kumars, Kumaris, and all that, and anyone can feel free to share now if you all want to share anything. Yeah, go ahead, Anshu sister. You were saying something. Hello. Yeah. Okay.
Manoj Bhai,
Yeah.
would you like to clarify one sentence? Like
Mm-hmm.
Baba said, especially to the Kumaris, and so Baba was mentioning that okay, nokri ki tokri nahi uthana hai. But now, when being a practical, so how it relates in this current times?
Okay. So I don't have the authority to speak for anyone, but since it's a question, so we'll try to discuss it in that way.
Yeah.
So when Baba refers to Kumaris particularly, because it is for the Kumaris, and as you now and even Rakhi Bhain said, and not in this Murli, but Baba has said many times that Naukri ki tokri, which means tokri means it's a burden.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the burden of earning a livelihood for your home, because Kumari basically means bondage free, nirbandhan. Because Kumari is so free from many things. First of all, she is not married, she doesn't have to think of any child or any husband. Then also, she is a girl child, particularly girl children. Not again, I'm speaking not for abroad, I'm speaking for India. So when you're a Kumari, a girl child at home, you really don't have to think about earning a livelihood to run the family, which is usually the prerogative of the brother in the Kumar there, or even the father in the house. So from that point of view, Baba used to inspire that the Kumar, because in India we need lot of helping hands to run centers. So Baba was always trying to inspire the Kumaris that once you have done your education, because Baba used to never say that leave your education and come and get surrendered. No. Baba said be qualified, and now I can give you a lot of examples. I don't want to take names, but if you go to Gyan Sarovar or Pandav Bhavan or even all the centers in India where we have so many surrendered sisters running the yagya or running the centers, I must say, they are all well qualified. Sometimes people who are not BKs, who just come from the outside Lokik world, and they feel, oh, these sisters probably may not be educated, and they feel, oh, that they may not be good in their education, therefore they get surrendered. No, it's not like that at all, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm not saying y'all, but for generally people who feel like that. So doesn't mean the surrendered sisters particularly I'm speaking, because it was about Kumaris. They're all very well qualified in their own field. Quite a few of them are doctors as well, I know. As I said, I won't take names, but they have surrendered their life. And the most important example we have in front of us was not Dadi, Didi Nirmala, Dr. Nirmala, who's the director of Gyan Sarovar. So she initially she was practicing, she had her clinic, and she said, I mean, when she was studying her MBBS medicine, she told Baba that should I leave? Baba said, no, you be a doctor, and then you can become a double doctor. And then you can serve through your practice. When you see patients, you can not only give them medicine for the body, but you can also give them the spiritual knowledge and heal them. So this way Baba is always trying to inspire the Kumaris, tell them that now see, I mean, now the situations are totally different. We can't relate that of 17 years later now, this point, because now even there are some houses where there are no brothers, there are no fathers maybe as well, and the sisters there, the Kumaris, have to take care of the household. But otherwise, if a Kumari truly feels that she is bondage free and she has not got the burden of earning the livelihood of the family, she can get totally surrendered immediately. So that's each to his own. We can't
Yes.
predict for people, but
Yeah,
that's
and
the
a broad level, if we can think of, it is, uh, applicable to everyone, because it's like bondage. We should, even though we are working, like how I think Harpreet's sister was mentioning, that there is no any bondage or any stress that running an organization. And even then I'm working in some corporate, so there is no any bondage, even though I'm working, but no bondage. So that's, I think that is what we can relate as per as this scenario.
Yes, Puneet Bhai, as Harpreet Brand and you have just mentioned, while it, a point to be taken here is wherever we are serving as an instrument, whether
Yeah.
it's in Lokik or Alokik. Another point which I was getting here is, yeah, Baba has spoken about it in the initial period, but if we look at it, I know few sisters who have now surrendered but had been worked with the corporate organizations for years. And I think Sheetal Ben is one amongst them from Jagdamba Bhavan who served the organizations, and then she came and surrendered here. And we have few such examples in the current scenario as well, where sisters initially had worked and then come back. I would not want to name, but there's one more sister from Mumbai who's now in the US. Even when she surrendered to be a sister, she yet used to work for an organization because she had the thought that she doesn't want to use the Yagya Seva just like that. She wanted to contribute by earning all by herself. And the same practice is being seen with most of the sisters who are running centers globally as well. And we have few of them who come and conduct Murli with us on this group as well, like Sneha Ben and Tina Ben. They are professionally qualified. They are doing double seva. So I think Baba has always mentioned, and through his Murlis, that there will be a continuous evolution, and the seva and the whole practices will change. That is what was opening up for me while this journey was going on. Om Shanti.
Yes, great. So that's a beautiful discussion of what everyone's potential is, whether it's a Kumar, Kumari, Yugal. We don't have to have that limited thinking, oh, I'm another Kumar, I'm a couple, I'm not pure. It's not like that. Each to his own, and Baba has kept you in this confluence age in that household as your role is according to your karmic accounts, but just be happy with the role you are playing. And before I forget, because I may not be able to meet you before 18 Jan, I'll be meeting you next month. So I'll just do this one announcement because I think all of us need to practice this. So I'm just sharing the screen. Just tell me, Puneet bhai, you all can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yes,
We
thanks.
can.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So as all of you know, now we have our additional heads, administrative heads, Mohini Didi from United States and Jayanti Didi from UK, and Brij Mohan Bhai from India, who's the additional Secretary General of the Yagya from India. So they have come up with this, I must not say project, but this 3 days which is called Global Silence Bhatti. I would really recommend all of you to visit the website. I'm sure you all can see it's Global Bhatti 2022 when you type it in Google. This is 3 days, 16, 17, 18 January. Take an advantage of this because this is the real Jwalamukhi Yoga. 8 hours per day we have to spend time in yoga, and it is not so boring. If you can, it's not, oh, what should I do for 8 hours? You can just go and read what is the basic aim, the letter from Dadi Ratan Mohini and Mohini Didi. You can just go and visit all these icons, and let me just show you the timetable. If you can click on the timetable, the Hindi version is still under process, but the English version is all ready. And if you can see, there are themes. I'll just take a few minutes and tell you what this is about. There are themes to be practiced each day. The first is bodiless stage, second is angelic farishta swaroop, first is ashariri, and 18th is light might house ki sthiti. So you have a powerful 2 hours Amrit Vela, 3 to 5 a.m. Then you have yoga half an hour prior to the Murli and half an hour post Murli. Then the Murli 6:30 to 7:30. Then there'll be a seniors class by these 3 names whom I mentioned, the seniors, half an hour, and so on and so forth. Then there is, according to your time, whatever you have suitable. Then in the day you have to spend 1 hour looking at the Murli and whatever Murli extracts. There are a lot of resources on the website where you can go and look at the Murli, or we have the BKDR Lohar site for English Murlis as well. And then do yoga, be in silence. So silence interspersed with Murli revision, so this way you are not speaking at least. So 11 to 12 noon, then again through commentaries you can do 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. and again from 5:30 to 6:30 and 6:30 to 7:30. So these are the 4 hours remaining, and then finally 8:30 to 9:30. I think that last one is PM, not AM. By mistake it's written AM. And obviously on the 18 Jan we'll be all with Baba right from 5:30 p.m. onwards with Suraj Bhai's class and Baba Milan, so on. So you can practice this fully on 16th and 17th Jan, and I would request all of you to take maximum advantage of this. Go on to the website of Global Silence Bhatti, read it, how much soever you can do. Join in and take the advantage of spreading these highest frequency vibrations across the world. And it's written here in front of you that this is happening first time in 5,000 years in 5 continents. And how many yogis? I think if I'm not mistaken it's 10 lakh or 1 million, what we call in the British term, 1 million yogis. And the total minutes which will happen will be 432, and after that 7 zeros, how much, whatever count that is. So many million minutes. They had this project of million minutes of peace appeal, which happened many years ago in 1982-83. I'm sure you would have heard the Murlies when we were revising them. So a very similar thing of volcanic remembrance of 3 days, and coinciding with the Smriti Divas, the day of remembrance of 18 Jan. So with this, I'll just stop sharing the screen, and then I think Puneet Bhai is ready to play the beautiful song Main Baba Ka, Baba Mera, and then we'll practice yoga through that song. Over
Yeah,
to you.
and this time what we can do is, like, as 18 January is coming near, and this month is the Tapasya month, so why can't we go to Madhuban right now? So we will going to Madhuban Baba's room, and whatever your planning is for 18 January and this month, just share with Baba and just, gather what Baba is saying to you. So let's go.
मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा, बाबा मेरा, बाबा मेरा, बाबा मेरा। मन में इसी धुन का है बसेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा। मन में इसी धुन का है बसेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा। सुख शांति का मर्म सुनहरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा। मन में इसी धुन का है बसेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा। मन में इसी धुन का है बसेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा। जिसने जीवन दान दिया, लाखों है एहसान किया। रचता रचना के परिचय का हमको अनुपम ज्ञान दिया। जिसने जीवन दान दिया, लाखों है एहसान किया। रचता रचना के परिचय का हमको अनुपम ज्ञान दिया। ज्योति बिंदु ने किया सवेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा। ज्योति बिंदु ने किया सवेरा, मैं बाबा का बाबा मेरा।
Okay, thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you,
Om
Manoj.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m.